Hello, this is my practice log week 12, and we're going to be talking about my last song called Look Not in My Eyes by George Butterworth. And this is an interesting piece because it's in 5/4. Do y'all know how to handle 5/4 phrases? Because I sure did not. And it makes sense after a couple lessons that we're grouping these 5/4 note phrases, which they're not 5 notes per phrase, but per measure, 5 notes per measure. They're either being broken into groups of 2 and 3 or 3 and 2, and sometimes we're getting 2, 2 and a carryover of 2, or a 2, 2 and a carryover of 3, and if there's a vice versa, that's also applicable. So I'll just sing y'all the first couple lines without any sort of emphasis on where we made these 2 and 3 brackets to help gauge my phrasing. So, here we are. Look not in my eyes, for fear they mirror true the sight I see. So, pretty boring sounding if you sing it that way. Now, we're going to try with the brackets. And good breathing places if I wasn't doing that already. Those two combined equal this. Look not in my eyes, for fear they mirror true the sight I see, and there you find your face too clear, and love it and be lost like me. I could have been singing that a little better, but I think I did a good job of showing y'all the phrasings more than I did that first time. I sang a little more too, just to get it in the head. But I'll put up a 3 or a 2 this time, so y'all can actually hear it as I'm putting my hands up. That way there's no confusion. So let's try that. Look not in my eyes, for fear they mirror true the sight I see, and there you find your face too clear, and love it and be lost like me. I think I put up a wrong symbol once or twice, but for the most part, that was what I basically have just in brackets visualized this way. So this piece is a little tricky in that sense because that forwards your sound in your line and it doesn't get like monotonous or unclear. So there's this one part that I'm having a lot of trouble with because I'm trying to basically sing a 4-measure phrase, and it's a little slow of a piece, so you have to pace your breath, and you have to plan it, of course, like any other piece. But this one particularly special because here I'll sing it, and then I'll explain how it's a little different. So this is 4 before the phrase that's tricky. 4 measures. One the long nights through must lie, spent in star-defeated sighs. But why should you, as well as I, perish? I actually made it that time. So, the dealio there is I have to sing, but why should you as well as I perish? And going from an E flat to a major ninth above and crescendoing on that to sing that in a comfortable spot requires very good breath timing and also not having any sort of collapsing prior to that because you're going to feel fatigued if you're putting your strain here instead of your energy down in your gut and your intercostals. So I'm going to try to sing the first page up into that point. Actually, I'll sing one phrase after that, because then it's just verse 2 afterwards. So we're going to work on the 2-3 dealio. I'm not going to put my fingers up this time. Just going to try to sing it in that way. Also not bounce, because visualizing that can sometimes lead to physical representations of where those markings are. So all that in mind, with that good breath before the word but, why should you, also why, not using too much air and constantly having a supported and engaged system will hopefully result in a good parish. So we'll see. Look not in my eyes, for fear they mirror true the sight I see, and there you'll find your face too clear, and love it and be lost like me. One the long nights through must lie, spent in sore defeated sighs. But why should you, as well as I, perish? It needs more work, of course. I have 2 weeks to sing that for y'all. And I think what I struggled on was but why should you, I think I was pressing too much air out on the word you, which I've caught myself doing a lot of times. So I'm going to try from one the long nights through must lie, just so I can get a better take of that. One the long nights through must lie, spent in star defeated sighs. But why should you, as well as I, perish? I was a little pressed. I don't know if that sounded good. Might have in a performance. But I was trying to get through the but why should you, as well as I. Because also, I think I was slowing down there, which leads to not having enough air for a phrase that's not meant to slow down. So I'm working on that in this song. And as a little vocalese that I've been incorporating is just singing that whole thing on lip trills and then going back and singing it on words. Well, actually, before that, I do lip trills, then I do just vowels, then I do words. And that is the vocalese. So let's try that once. Sorry. I think that worked. So now just on the vowels. Yeah. So I think also on the F, it's a combo of not having the support system all the way kicked in during the E flat, and then figuring out where exactly that needs to go. So this is a little bit of a different kind of piece, and it's a little bit difficult too, in that we have phrases that are elongated and that are a little bit irregular compared to your standard duple meters or triple meters. It's kind of a combination of that. So I think that's enough for this time around, and I don't know if I'll have any more logs up because we're at log 12, which I think is the top of the end of it all. So maybe this is goodbye, maybe it isn't. I'll see you later though, and I hope y'all have enjoyed hearing me throughout the semester. So see you around.